Hello?
Hello, Jughead. This is Archie. Come over right away. It's a matter of life or death.
Relax, Archie. Relax.
Yes, here he is again, the youngster millions of readers of Archie Comics magazine know and love so well, Archie Andrews and all his gang. Now for our weekly visit to Riverdale. It's 10 o'clock Friday evening as we join the Andrews family, and we find Mr. and Mrs. Andrews just returning home after an evening of bridge.
Well, Mary, that was quite an evening. I guess this time we showed the Hendersons who plays the best game of bridge.
Yes, dear. How much did we lose?
Well, if you had returned my lead in that last hand, we'd have won.
Now, Fred, let's not rehash that last hand all night. The game's over, it's late, and I'm tired. So open the door and let's get to bed.
All right, dear, all right. Oh, good grief.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing, dear, but you better let me have your keys.
All right, dear. My keys? My house keys?
Yes, dear, I didn't take mine when we went out.
But, Fred, my keys are in my purse, and I told you I was leaving my purse home tonight.
Mary, what has that got to do with opening the... left your purse? You mean to say your keys are locked inside the house, too?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, good grief. We're locked out.
It looks that way.
Well, all the time for this to happen. No keys. Mary, how can you be so absent-minded?
Fred,
You're always forgetting things.
Fred,
Never saw anyone like you for forgetting things.
Fred, you forgot your keys, too, remember?
Oh. That's right, I did, didn't I? Oh, well, it doesn't matter, dear. It doesn't matter. I'll just ring the bell and wake Archie up, that's all.
All right. For a minute, I was afraid you... Wake Archie up? Fred, you can't do that.
Why not?
The boy's probably just gotten asleep.
Yeah, but Mary,
You wake him up now and you'll never get back to bed.
Mary,
Besides, it's not fair to Archie to wake him out of a sound sleep. He's a growing boy and he needs his sleep.
Mary, look, I'm not a growing boy, but I need sleep, too.
Fred, I know that, but do we have to wake Archie?
Nope. No, we don't have to wake him. We can just curl up in the front lawn and spend the night there.
Oh, dear. Well, all right, Fred. I suppose we have to wake the boy up. Ring the bell.
All right. Don't know why you couldn't have said that 5 minutes ago. Stand here all night arguing about whether to get into my own house or not. Cold out here, too. What's taking that boy so long, anyway?
Well, he'll be down in a minute. He has to put on his bathrobe and slippers, doesn't he?
Mary, if Archie were a centipede, he could have put his slippers on by this time. I'll ring it again. Now what's keeping him?
Well, he always was a sound sleeper.
Mary, a dead man would have heard the bell by this time.
Well, try calling him.
Oh, me. All right, dear. I'll call him. Archie!
Call again, dear.
Archie!
Call again.
Archie!
Call again.
Mary, you sound like a telephone operator.
What?
Never mind, dear. Never mind. Archie!
You calling me, Dad?
Yes, and it's about time you heard me.
About time?
Yes.
Fred,
Mary, I'll handle this. Yes, about time. I rang that bell for an hour.
But, Dad,
now get down here and open this door.
Well, Dad,
and hurry up.
Well, Dad,
I can't stand here all night.
Fred, the boy's...
Mary,
right...
please.
But, Fred, I'm trying to tell you, Archie is right there beside you.
Mary, I know that, but what difference does it make if he is right?
Hello.
Good grief. Archie, where did you come from?
Jughead's house, Dad. I went over there to do some homework with him right after you and Mom left for the Hendersons.
Oh, fine. And I thought you were up and you... Oh, well, it doesn't matter now. As long as you're here, Archie. As long as you're here, unlock that front door.
Okay, Dad. Give me your keys.
All right. I have them right here in my... My keys? Archie, that's the point. I don't have my keys. I left them in the house.
Gee whiz, you did?
Yes, I did. Now use your own keys and open that door.
Well, gee whiz, Dad, when I went to Jughead's house, I forgot you had gone out and I didn't take my keys with me.
Archie, never mind the details. Just open the door and... What did you say?
I said I didn't take my keys with me.
Mary, did you hear what the boy said? He didn't
Now,
take his...
Fred, don't make a scene.
Don't make a scene. Mary,
After all, if we both forgot our keys, why shouldn't Archie be entitled to forget his?
Because nobody with any brains ever... I mean, if he took after me, he has no right to... Good grief, I don't know what I mean.
Fred, it looks like we're locked out. Let's face it.
Mary, I am facing it, but I don't know what to do about it.
Well, gee whiz, maybe the back door is open.
No, dear, it isn't. You know that ever since the time burglars broke into Mrs. Hastings' house and took $6 and Mr. Hastings' wig, I always lock all the windows and doors before we go out so nobody can get in.
Including us.
Well, Fred, I didn't forget the keys on purpose, you know.
Yes, Mary, What's that?
Gee whiz, that's our phone.
Oh, fine.
Oh, dear. I wonder who it can be. Might be important.
Yeah, it might even be Veronica.
Oh, dear. Fred, we've got to answer the phone.
And just how do you suggest I do that from out here?
Gee whiz, maybe if we shouted hello real loud, they'd...
Don't be funny.
Okay, Dad, okay.
Oh, dear. It's frustrating to hear it and not be able to answer it.
Mary, look, if it's important, they'll call back later. Besides, it seems to have stopped now anyway.
Guess so. Fred, we've got to get into that house.
Yes, Mary, I know that, but how?
Hey, gee whiz.
What is it?
An open window.
An open window? Where? Where, Archie? Where?
Up there in my room.
Good. We'll just climb through and... Up there? In your room?
Uh-huh.
Oh, great. Archie, look, a lot of help that is. How are we going to get into an open window up on the second floor? Fly?
Gee whiz, no, Dad. We can use our stepladder.
Stepladder?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, stepladder. Archie, that's a wonderful idea. Fine, Archie, quick. Go get the ladder.
Oh, okay, Dad. It's down in the basement. Give me your key.
All right, I had them right there. Don't! Archie, for the last time, I don't have my keys, so please quit asking for them.
Gee whiz, I forgot.
Archie, are you sure the ladder's down in the basement? Belongs in the garage.
Well, I'm positive, Mom. I saw it down there just this afternoon.
Well, what the dickens is it doing there?
Well, you put it there.
Oh.
Fred, never mind what it's doing there. We can't get it, and that's that.
Oh, I guess so. But, Mary, what are we going to do? We can't stand here all night.
Gee whiz, Dad, I know.
No, what?
Well, I can just run next door to Betty's house and borrow their ladder.
Their ladder?
Sure, Dad. Don't you remember that big extension ladder that Betty's father has?
Oh, yes. That's just what we need. Run over and borrow it.
Okay, Dad. Be right back.
Well, Mary, now we're getting someplace. As soon as Archie gets that ladder, we'll just climb up to that open window up there and get into the house. Yes, sir, it's a good thing I thought of Betty's father's ladder.
You thought of it. Fred Andrews, it was Archie who thought of it, not you.
Yes, all right, dear, all right. Oh, Archie thought of it. The main thing is that as soon as he gets the ladder, we'll get into
Hello?
Good grief. Jughead.
What'd you expect? The shadow?
No, Jughead, I did not expect the shadow, nor you either.
Jughead, what are you doing here?
Follow, Mrs. Andrews. I brought the big book back.
You what?
Brought the big book back.
Jughead, what is a big book back?
Gee whiz, you don't understand. There's no such thing as a big book back.
Didn't you say you just brought one?
No, I said I brought the big book back.
Jughead, I still don't know what the dickens you're talking about.
I'm talking about Archie's history book.
History book?
Uh-huh. Archie has two history books, a big one and a small one.
What about it?
Well, he left the big one at my house.
Yes?
I thought he might need it, so I brought the big book back.
Oh, for pity's sake. Jughead, why didn't you say so?
I did, 5 times. Say, what are you folks doing out here anyway?
Jug, we're waiting for Archie to get back here with a ladder. We're locked out.
Locked out? Locked out of your house?
Yes, Jughead, locked out of the house.
Gee whiz, my Uncle Herman was locked out of the house once, and he had to pick the lock with a hairpin.
With a hairpin?
Uh-huh. And boy, did he have trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Wrong house.
Oh, for pity's sake. Jughead, that's very interesting, but we don't have time for your stories about your Uncle Herman right now.
Wait a minute.
What?
Mary, that's a wonderful idea.
What's a wonderful idea?
Why wait for Archie to get back here with that ladder and then have to go climb through a window? I bet I could pick that lock.
Fred, you're fooling.
I am not. As a matter of fact, picking the lock is very simple. The chief of police was showing us how it's done down at the Chamber of Commerce lecture on crime prevention last month. Why, it's a sin.
Oh, but Fred, I
Mary,
don't think
I tell you, there's nothing to it there. Besides, what do we have to lose?
A hairpin.
Jug, be quiet. Mary, do you have a hairpin?
Well, yes, dear, I think so. There should be one of my hair right here somewhere. Oh, here it is, dear.
Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you. I should have thought of this long ago. Now, just watch the old master go to work.
Yeah, Raffles Andrews, they call him.
Jug, be quiet. Now, just put the hairpin in here, and I turn it around till it catches on the tumbler like that. Then I give it a little twist, and... that's funny.
Fred, does it work?
No, dear. There must be something wrong with the lock. The hairpin's stuck in it.
You mean you can't get the hairpin out?
No, dear, I can't. When the chief of police did it, it was the simplest thing I ever saw.
Fred Andrews, a lot of help you are. Now the lock's jammed, and we'll have to call someone in tomorrow to fix it.
No, dear. Don't get
Oh,
excited.
for
We're no worse
heaven's
off than we were. We just wait for Archie to bring the ladder. Then after we get into the house, I'll get some pliers and get that hairpin out myself. I don't...
Oh, here's Archie.
He has the ladder.
Yeah, I got the ladder, Dad. But I had to wake Betty's father up, and boy, was he mad.
Oh, dear. Was he very mad?
No, it doesn't matter, Mary. It doesn't matter. I'll apologize to him in the morning. The main thing is we have the ladder, and now we can get into the house.
Okay, Dad.
All right, now, then, let's... Oh, fine.
Gee whiz, there goes the phone again.
Oh, dear. Fred, it must be something important.
Yeah, I bet it's Veronica.
Archie,
she said she'd call,
Archie,
and I said I'd be home. And now she'll think I'm out with another girl. What
Archie, look! There is no sense standing here moaning about that phone. We can't answer it. Now, the sooner we get that ladder set up, and the sooner we get up to where we're going, we can answer the phone, call Veronica, and see if she's the one who's calling.
Yes, Dad.
Stop now, anyway. Oh, come on. Get the ladder and... What was that?
I don't know.
Gee whiz, that sounds like Jughead.
Archie, don't be silly. Jughead is right here. Good grief, where is Jughead?
Fred, that is Jughead.
Yes, Mary, but where the dickens is he?
Jughead, where are you?
Down in the basement.
Down in the basement? How could he be down in the basement?
Fred, I don't know. That basement window over there is open. He must have gone in through that.
Oh, good grief. Jughead, are you down there?
I sure am, and get me out of here.
Jughead, calm down for a minute. How did you get in there?
I saw this window open, and I climbed in so I could go upstairs and open the front door for you.
Oh, Jughead, that's wonderful. Go ahead, go on upstairs and open the door for us.
That's just it, I can't. I laid it in a closet or something, and it's locked.
Oh, for pity's sake. Fred, that window leads into the storage closet where I keep my jams and jellies and preserves.
Good grief, Mary, did you keep that closet locked?
No, dear, it isn't locked, but I keep a piece of wood in the latch so the door won't swing open.
And as far as Jughead's concerned, it's locked.
Get me out of this closet.
Jughead, listen, can't you climb back out of the window?
No, I had to jump down, and I had nothing to stand on to get back up. There's nothing here but some jars.
Fred, tell him not to dare stand on those jars.
Well, Mary,
those are
I
my
can't-
best jams and jellies.
Mary,
He'll
I-
break every one of them if he tries to stand on them.
Mary! I'll tell him.
Well-
Now, for Pete's sake, calm down and quit worrying about your jams and jellies.
Oh, Fred, I don't want him to break them. It took me
Mary, I
hours and
said
hours.
I'd tell him.
All right, dear.
Jughead, look.
I'm looking, but it's too dark to see anything.
Then listen.
I'm listening.
It looks like you'll have to stay right where you are for a while.
What, listen to inside?
Jughead!
Okay.
Now, Jughead, it'll take us just a minute to get that ladder up and get into the house. And as soon as we do, we'll come down and let you out of there. But right now, there's nothing you can do but sit there and be patient. You understand?
Gee whiz, okay.
Okay. Now remember, don't try to climb out. You'll only have an accident.
Okay, but hurry up. It's awful dark down here.
Yes, we'll hurry as fast as we can, Jughead. Oh. Come on, Archie, let's put that ladder up.
Okay, Dad. Boy, but that Jughead sure gets into things.
He certainly does. We'll have him out in a minute. Now, let's just put this ladder up against the house.
Okay, Dad, I have this side.
Oh, good. Now, stand it against the house.
Yep.
There we are.
Fred, it doesn't reach high enough.
Of course it doesn't, dear, not yet. We have to raise the extension half to where we want it.
Oh.
Now, Archie, you hold the ladder, and I'll pull on this rope to raise the other half of the ladder.
Oh, okay, Dad.
Okay, pull this.
Yeah, attaboy, Dad. It's going up.
It's going up, all right.
Just a little more, dear.
How's that?
Oh, yeah, that's fine, Dad. It's right under my window.
All right. Now we're all set. Archie, go up that ladder and climb in.
Dad,
Huh?
don't you dare send Archie up that ladder.
Oh, why not?
Because it's dangerous, that's why not. He might slip and fall right off the ladder and break a leg. Fred, you go up.
Oh. All right, I'll go. Who go up? Oh, it's all right if I slip and break a leg, I suppose. It doesn't matter if I break
Fred,
my
I
leg.
didn't
Doesn't
mean that
matter
at
if
all.
I
meant
if-
you'll be more cautious about it, dear. You know how reckless youngsters are.
Gee whiz, Mom. I'm not reckless.
Never mind, Archie. Your mother is right. I'll go up the ladder.
Gee whiz, okay. But I can climb a ladder just as good as anyone.
Some other time, Archie. Well, here I go.
Be careful now, Fred.
Yes, I am, dear. I am.
Attaboy, Dad. Keep going.
Yes, Archie.
Careful, Dad. You're coming to the extension now. Careful.
I know it, Archie. I know it. Oh, good
Oh, no, Dad, you're slipping.
Fred, what happened?
Mary, you saw what happened. I got halfway up that ladder. The darn extension slipped, and I slid back down. That's what happened.
Gee whiz. You know, it probably didn't lock in place like it was supposed to.
It probably didn't. Oh, I was lucky I didn't fall off there and break my neck.
Hello, everybody.
Gee whiz, Betty.
Oh, fine.
Hello, Betty.
How's the ladder working out, Mr. Andrews?
Betty, so far the ladder is not working out.
It isn't?
No, it isn't. I put the ladder up, then I got halfway up, then the extension slipped back, and I slid off the ladder.
Oh, golly, no wonder.
Huh?
You've got the ladder wrong side out.
Wrong side out.
Uh-huh, sure. Turn it over so the extension part is outside, and then it can't slip.
Oh. Well, is that why it slipped?
Oh, sure it is, Mr. Andrews. I'm sure that's why. Positive that's why. I think.
Well, maybe you're right, Betty. Well, yeah, I think you are right. Come on, Archie, let's twist the ladder around so I can use the other side of it.
Okay, Dad.
Easy now.
Yeah, I got it there.
There we are.
Hey, Dad.
Now I'll raise the extension again, and we're all set.
Yeah.
Sure.
I should have thought of that myself. Now it's okay.
Oh, Fred, be careful.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Andrews. It'll work all right now.
Yes, sir. Can't miss now. After all, a ladder is a simple thing. I'll get up there this time, or my name isn't Fred Andrews. Call me Joe.
Gee whiz.
Golly, Fred, did you hurt yourself?
Mary, I didn't do myself any good. Oh, my back.
Oh, golly, I'm sorry, Mr. Andrews. I guess the other way was right in the first place.
Right in the first place. Betty,
Fred, don't make a scene.
Don't make a scene. I fall off a ladder. I nearly killed myself because Betty tells me to turn it over, and you tell me not to make a scene. Mary,
Fred, arguing about it won't do any good. If you don't know how to use that ladder, don't use it. But we've got to get into the house.
All right, dear, all right. But if we're going to get into that house, Mary, we'll have to find some other way of doing it. Oh, great.
Golly, what's that?
Jughead. He's in the basement.
Oh, dear. Fred, we better see what's the matter. Jughead sounds like he's in trouble.
Oh, dear. Jughead, what is it? Oh, Jughead, I'm right here. What's the matter? Jughead, I said I'm right here. What's the matter?
There's a mouse in here.
Oh, great. A mouse. Jughead, you mean to say you made all that noise because there's a little mouse in there?
Yeah, I'm afraid of mice in the dark.
Oh, fine. Jughead, look. If there is a mouse in there, believe me, he's more afraid of you than you are of him.
Yeah, but he knows how to get out of here, and I don't.
Well, then you may be sure he's gone by now, so just be quiet.
Okay, but when do I get out of here?
As soon as we get into the house, just be patient.
Gee whiz, okay, but hurry up.
Yes, Jughead. Oh, that Jughead. Mary, I tell you, that boy is
Fred,
not right.
never mind
There's
Jughead
something
now.
wrong.
He still has to get into the house. It's getting late.
Mary, don't you think I want to get into that house as much as you do?
Yes, dear, but do something about it.
I'm trying to, dear. I'm trying. Oh, no.
Gee whiz, the phone again.
Golly, and you can't answer it, can you?
No, we can't answer it. No, I don't want to hear any more moaning about how important the call probably is. Just let the darn thing ring and ignore it.
Yeah, Dad. But whoever it is sure keeps calling back.
Archie, it may be 3 different people who have called. Or it may even be 3 wrong numbers for all we know. Let's just forget the darn thing.
Okay, Dad, okay.
Stop anyway again. Now, does anybody have any ideas of how we're going to get into this house?
Mr. Andrews?
Yes.
I just noticed something on the ladder.
Betty, I don't want to hear any more about that ladder. It is a menace to life and limb, and I'm not going up on it again for $1 million.
Okay, Mr. Andrews, but I'm just curious about whether you locked it.
Locked it.
Well, yes, you see this gadget? It says lock here. That's so it won't slip back.
Oh, good grief. I never saw that.
Gee whiz, no wonder the ladder kept slipping.
Oh, for pity's sake. Fred, do you think it's safe to try it again if you lock it with that gadget?
Well, I don't know, Mary.
And, Dad, I'll hold the ladder this time, and we'll be doubly sure it won't slip.
No, maybe so. All right, Archie. I don't know what else we can do. Let's put the ladder up there again.
Yeah, okay, Dad.
Yeah. There we are. Now I'll raise the extension again.
Well, that's fine, Mr. Andrews.
All right. Now, Archie, lock that gadget.
Okay, Dad. There. Now I bet it won't slip in 1,000,000 years.
Yeah, I don't expect to be on the ladder that long. But you hold it anyway, now, do you hear?
Oh, yes, sirree, Dad. I'll hold it with all my strength.
All right. Now maybe we can get into this house.
Well, and just what's going on here?
Oh, I'm just going up this ladder to seek... Oh, good grief. A policeman.
Oh, dear.
Gee whiz.
Golly.
Well,
Hello, officer. A nice evening.
yes. Lovely evening. But I asked you what's going on here.
Well, officer, you see, my name is Fred Andrews, and this is my wife, Mary Andrews, and this is my son, Archie.
Never mind the family history. What's going on here?
Well, I'm getting to that, officer. I'm getting to that. You see, I live here, and we're locked out of the house.
Locked out.
Yes, we forgot our keys, and we're trying to get into the house. And if you wait just a minute till we get in, officer, I'll be glad to show you my mortgage and prove it's my house and everything. And
What was that?
good grief, Jughead again.
Who?
Jughead. He's in the basement, and he's afraid
In the
of the...
basement. Listen, I thought you said you were locked out.
Oh, we are, officer. We're locked out, and Jughead is locked in.
Oh, you're locked out and he's locked in.
Yes, he's in the preserve closet, officer.
Look, Mary,
and I don't
Mary,
want
I'll
him to
handle
stand
this.
Yeah, you see, he's really in a jam, you might say. You get it? He's in a...
Archie. Be quiet. Jughead, what's the matter now?
It's that mouse again.
Jughead, I told you not to be afraid of one little mouse.
I'm not, but I think he's brought his friends.
Look, Jughead, be quiet for just a minute. We're having a little trouble here.
Okay.
Oh, that boy. Now, officer, I can explain the whole thing. My wife and I went out to play some bridge.
Wait a minute. I'm not interested in any stories. I want to see proof that you own this house. And I want to see whoever it is you've got locked in that basement.
Oh, we don't have him locked in there. He just...
Never mind. You just go ahead and get into that house, and then we'll get this thing straightened out.
Oh, all right, officer. I will right now. Archie, hold this ladder.
Oh, okay, Dad, okay, I got
Be
it.
sure you hold it good and strong.
Come on now, quit stalling. I don't have all night.
Yes, officer, I am. Oh, Archie, hold the ladder now.
Okay, Dad, I am.
Get up there. Hold the ladder, Archie.
My goodness, what's going on here?
Veronica.
Gee whiz, Veronica.
Hold the ladder, Archie.
Hello, Archie.
Hold the ladder a little steadier, Archie.
Hi, y'all, Archiekins.
Archie, the ladder is moving a little. Hold it tight.
It's awful nice to see y'all, Archie. See ya.
Hold on, Archie!
Come on now, hurry up there.
I am, officer, I am.
But what's going on here anyway?
Archie, hold the ladder. It's wobbly.
That's a long story, Veronica. But were you trying to call here a while ago?
Why, no, Archie. I just
Archie,
happened to...
hold the ladder. I'm going to fall. I'm going to fall. Well, that was a softer landing than I expected.
Get off my chest!
You Fred, you landed right on the policeman.
Well, Mary,
What
I
happened?
Archie, if
My
you...
goodness, I didn't know you were on that ladder, Miss Andrews.
Veronica, please.
Get off my chest!
Yes, officer, yes, I'm very sorry. Terribly sorry.
Never mind the apologies. Just get off my chest!
Yes, officer. Archie, give me a hand.
Here, Dad.
Thank you. Now, officer,
What's going on?
Jughead.
Jughead, how'd you get out?
I piled up a bunch of jars and climbed out.
Jars, my precious preserve jars. Jughead, did you break any of those jars?
My shoes weren't always strawberry colored.
Strawberry color. My strawberry jam.
Mary,
My best jam
Mary,
ruined.
please.
Where was Jughead anyway?
Veronica,
In the basement.
Archie,
Just a minute here.
Officer,
Oh,
you...
golly, what a
Betty,
mix-up.
please.
Why am I
Just, look, Mary, Quiet. There. That's better. Now listen to me, all of you. This nonsense has gone far enough. Too far, in fact.
Yes, Miss Andrews.
Yes, dear.
Yes, Dad.
Jughead, be quiet. Now, there's one thing I want to say.
There's one thing I want to say.
I
don't know what kind of shenanigans are going on around here. But, mister, if you can explain this, you better start talking and talk quick.
Well, officer, I tell you, I can explain the whole thing. My wife and I came home from a bridge game a while ago, and we discovered that we didn't have our keys, and the front door was locked. You see? This door right here was locked tighter than a drum, so we had to find... oh, good grief, the door. It opened.
It was open all the time.
Oh.
Fred, we never tried the door to see if it was locked.
Oh, no.
Well, Archie will be back in just a moment. But first, here's a special word for all you parents. Would you like your children to have a college education? Of course you would. But I can hear some of you saying, that takes money and lots of it. Well, here's a tip. Start saving for it now, on a systematic basis. For systematic saving is the only sure way to save these days. You can swing it easily through the payroll savings plan where you work, a completely automatic plan which sets the money aside and puts it into United States savings bonds in your name. Before you know it, those bonds will be piling up at a great rate, increasing in value the longer they're held. And when the time comes for you to use that fund for college tuition, it'll be there waiting. So start today while the youngsters are growing and build a college fund with savings bonds. And now back to the Andrews. It's half an hour later and things have finally quieted down. We find Archie and his folks inside the house.
Oh, boy, it feels good to sit down.
It certainly does, dear.
And how? Boy, what a night.
Yes, what Oh, great. That phone again.
Oh, gee whiz, I'll get it, Dad. Maybe that's the same person who was calling before.
Oh, me. Mary, honestly, I have never seen such a night.
Neither have I, dear. But it's all over now. And I think you did a wonderful job of explaining things to that policeman.
Oh, Mary, it wasn't easy. Oh, but now that it's all over, let's just forget the whole thing, shall we?
Yes,
Gee whiz,
dear.
can you imagine that?
Imagine what?
That was Mr. Henderson calling. Said he'd been trying to reach you ever since you left his house.
Reach me? What for?
To tell you that you left your keys there.
Left my keys
Trying
there?
to reach
Archie,
you all the time.
You've been listening to another chapter of The Adventures of Archie Andrews, written by Carl Janpel and based on the copyrighted feature appearing in Archie Comics magazine. Archie was played by Bob Hastings, Jughead by Harlan Stone. Mom and Dad Andrews are played by Alice Uhrman and Arthur Cole, Veronica and Betty by Yvonne Mann and Rosemary Rice. The policeman was Murray Forbes. This program is produced and directed by Kenneth McGregor. Listen next Saturday when we bring you more of the merry adventures of Archie Andrews. This is Bob Sherry wishing you all a very pleasant weekend. So long. Stay tuned for Meet the Meeks, which will be heard immediately over most of these stations.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.